You know, in 2025, I believe that in boxing, culture has went out the window. We got culture vultures in the sport. We got people who no longer embrace their own culture. For example, Devin Haney, a black American fighter, a man who was born in the United States of America, but every single chance he get, he pretend that he is Arabic.
Guarantee, wallahi.
Devin Haney, bro, you was born in the USA, embrace that. Another example of boxing no longer having culture. Turki Alalshikh, the biggest culture vulture boxing has ever seen. The man tweeted out, "We are united to destroy boxing." Also finished a photo shoot for Ring Magazine featuring Lewis of Premier Boxing and Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions.
I did get death threats.
I told you about Turki Alalshikh. The man is nothing but a culture vulture. Turki Alalshikh is not stupid. He knows damn well that boxing fans, 90% of boxing fans do not know the first thing about the sport of boxing. 90% of boxing fans are casual fans. A boxing fan is the most uninformed fan about the sport that they claim that they love.
You don't know shit about boxing.
Dude is literally telling you that he is destroying the sport of boxing right in front of y'all face, but y'all will turn around and say that he is good for the sport of boxing.
Yeah, watch that motherfucker, Southpaw.
I'ma dumb it down some more for some of y'all. In boxing, it's not about what you know, it is about who you know. For example, Quinn Moses, Shakur Stevenson cousin, aka Mr.
I know Southpaw TV. I know Southpaw TV.
I know Southpaw TV.
I know Southpaw TV.
Does Quinn Moses really deserve to be fighting on Matchroom of his own? Absolutely not. He is only known because he is Shakur Stevenson's cousin. He is only known because of Southpaw TV. That is my personal opinion. I got a right to my opinion. For example, since the amateur, Quinn Moses been being babied because he is Shakur Stevenson's cousin.
I will embarrass you, little nigga.
Every time that Quinn Moses got tested in the amateurs, the man failed horribly, but he is Shakur Stevenson's cousin. For example, Iram Sanchez out of West Texas beat the brakes off of Quinn Moses. Did it go Iram Sanchez's way? Absolutely not, because Quinn Moses is Shakur Stevenson's cousin.
He's fake.
I went back to watch the fight with Iram Sanchez and Quinn Moses. Iram Sanchez beat the brakes off of Quinn Moses, gave the man 2 standing 8 counts and everything. It's only one problem. Iram Sanchez does not have a cousin named Shakur Stevenson. You already know how that goes. Iram Sanchez beat up Quinn Moses so bad that in between rounds, Quinn Moses had to have a seat. In between rounds, Iram Sanchez was standing up between the rounds, just showing he is in way better condition than Quinn Moses. Quinn Moses is not that guy. He is only that guy because he is Shakur Stevenson's cousin and because of Southpaw TV.
Listen, dude, I'm sorry you're broke.
And in the heavyweight division, Alexander Usyk will be taking on Daniel Dubois again. Y'all already seen that first fight. I think that Daniel Dubois should have been the heavyweight champ of the world. Alexander Usyk went down from a body shot and he was on the ground for about 45 minutes. Alexander Usyk should have been counted out. Daniel Dubois should have been the heavyweight champ. But you know, in boxing, it's not about what you know. It is about who you know in the sport of boxing and what type of money is behind you. Hopefully in the rematch, the right man actually wins the fight. Because in my opinion, Daniel Dubois should have been the heavyweight champ. I'm just saying.
Yes, Devin Haney is soft. I agree.
And for the last time, if you are to go on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, do not go to them bogus boxing pages who just be making up stuff for retweets. Do not go to bogus boxing pages who just want some type of interaction on the internet. Go to the fighters page themselves. For example, Boxing Kingdom, probably a dude that never threw a punch a day in his life, tweeted out, Robert Garcia has stated that Devin Haney is requesting a change in the contract for his fight against Jose Ramirez on May 2nd. Team Haney are requesting that the weight be changed from 144 to 147. Devin Haney said, that is false. 144 is the weight. I eat burgers and steak every day. I'm not dieting to make weight. Yeah, I keep on thinking that, bro. Nobody believe you. Devin Haney should be a 168 pounder, but the man is scared of guys his natural weight.
Yes, Devin Haney is soft. I agree.
But I respect the fact that Devin Haney checked this dude, because like I said, no Twitter boxing page knows what the hell they talking about. Been told y'all, boxing Twitter pages never threw a punch a day in their life, none of y'all.
I'ma really violate y'all niggas right now.
You wanna know what's crazy? Devin Haney was going in on Gervonta Davis for making a catchweight for that Ryan Garcia fight. Look who's making the catchweights now.
Yes, Devin Haney is soft. I agree.
And I got a question for all of you Canelo Alvarez fans, if he even has any fans left. It does not make you feel some type of way that for Cinco de Mayo weekend, Canelo Alvarez will be in a country where no Mexican boxing fan can attend a Canelo Alvarez fight on Cinco de Mayo weekend.
I was born ready.
It does not make you feel no type of way that Canelo Alvarez calls Turki Alalshikh his uncle. It does not make you feel no type of way that Turki Alalshikh made Canelo Alvarez go to Saudi Arabia to fight in front of about 200 people with no Mexican boxing fans in attendance.
No, Teofimo. We'll see.
I told you, when you see a grown man wearing glasses, he is wearing glasses for a reason. He is hiding his eyes for a reason, for you don't see the energy in his face. Canelo Alvarez is embarrassed that he is in Saudi Arabia where no Mexican boxing fan can watch his fight against William Skull. Believe Turki Alalshikh when he tell you he is uniting people to destroy the sport of boxing. Turki Alalshikh is basically telling you in y'all faces, but y'all still bowing down to this dude. Turki is destroying boxing. The man already admitted it.
He ain't from the trenches.
And I think that Teofimo Lopez should just stop doing interviews. As the old saying goes, there is nothing worse on the planet Earth than a dumb person pretending to be smart. There is nothing worse on the planet Earth than a dumb person believing that every single word that comes out their mouth is true. Teofimo Lopez had the audacity to do an interview with Ring Magazine and Mike Coppinger. Teofimo Lopez said about his opponent Arnold Barboza. He said Arnold Barboza barely won his last 3 fights.
And Southpaw TV keep it real, man, for real.
Is that right, Mr. Teofimo Lopez? Why would you say something like that, bro? Let's take a look at Teofimo Lopez's last 4 fights. Sander Martin had Teofimo Lopez asking himself, do I still got it? In my personal opinion, Sander Martin beat the brakes off of Teofimo Lopez, dropped the man twice and everything. He beat Josh Taylor, and in my personal opinion, Jermaine Ortiz definitely outboxed Teofimo Lopez. What the hell is Teofimo Lopez talking about?
Timalifu.
I think Theo and Barboza is a 50-50 fight because you never know what Teofimo Lopez is going to show up to that ring. Arnold Barboza is not even a good fighter, but it don't take much to beat Teofimo Lopez, just as George Kambosos. And do not forget to subscribe to McGaverick Boxing. Best AI editor in the game from the best female boxing voice in the game. One of the dopest people that you ever gonna come across. McGaverick Boxing. Honest boxing takes, calls it right down the middle and does not care what y'all say. Subscribe to McGaverick Boxing.
I don't see myself ever, getting back in the ring.
Southpaw TV, fire.